what's going on, guys? Got another review video for you today. Before I get into anything, I do gotta give a shout out to Dudios. They sent me these headphones to test for my honest review, and I do want to point something out. I don't really get a whole lot of products right now in for review from companies. Generally, if you see something on this channel, I've paid with it, or I've paid for it with my own money. The fact that they gave these to me does not sway my opinion of them in any sort of way, one way or another, good, bad, or indifferent. So I do want to point that out to you because, like I said, y'all haven't seen me review a whole lot of things on this channel that were given to me. So with that out of the way, I am going to actually start with the packaging and kind of work my way up from there. And these actually, they kind of impressed me, especially by just looking at the box, because when you get the box in, or when I got the box in, it was a plain cardboard box, nothing real fancy about it. I didn't even realize they were the Dudios headphones until I opened it up, and then I saw this inside. And this is a nice hard case, really. It's not crush proof or anything, so if you got it in the bottom of your bag or something, it will probably compress a little bit at least. But it's a nice hard case. And it's not something that you see a lot, even in more expensive headphones. So the fact that they actually included it with these, which are actually under 40 bucks, is nice to see. Inside the case would have been the headphones, and they actually give you 3 of these. That's how the headphones are wrapped up, with 3 of these Velcro straps. I used one of them for something else, but I really like that they included the Velcro, just because, like I said, you can use them for other things. Also, you get a bag full of ear tips and the little wings. My suggestion is to make sure you go through these and try on the ones and try them all on, honestly, until you get the right fit. Now, just a heads up, these do have separate ear tips. If I could get this one off, there we go. They do have separate ear tips than little wing pieces, whatever the hell you want to call those things. They are separate. And they do have 2 different sizes, so just a heads up. And then you get a little charging cable. This is micro USB, which is unfortunate. I would like to have seen USB-C on these, but in a way, for the price and the features that you get, it's not really a deal breaker, but it would have been nice to have on these headphones. So that's that. It is nice that they give you a nice hard case with them. So I will get to the build quality of these. They're built very, very solid. They actually come kind of like this in a way, and then the earphones are kind of like this, and then they're wrapped up with the Velcro. So I had absolutely no problems. I even think I stepped on these, and they were fine. I didn't step on them on purpose, but I think they were on the floor next to my bed, and I ended up stepping on them with my boots. So, but I didn't have any issues. They didn't break or anything, so that's nice. The neckband is coated with like this rubber material. It's nice and soft. It shouldn't irritate your neck. It didn't irritate mine. I didn't get any neck fatigue. Even when I laid down with these on, I didn't have any issues. And then that goes into those little housings there. I'm guessing that's where the batteries are. And you got a little bit of Dudios branding on the right side. And then that goes down. You have your controls here. We'll come back to those. And then that goes into your earbuds. The housing for the earbuds is made out of some sort of metal, aluminum alloy of some sort. And then they do have these magnets that help them stick together. I do like these magnets because they are fairly strong. They're not overly strong, but they're strong enough to where they're not going to come apart on you if you're walking with them. And then, of course, you got your little wing tips or whatever, and then your actual ear tips. Going back to this guy, the controls, right here in back, you have a little cover for your micro USB, charging port, and then you have 3 buttons, 3 real simple buttons, a minus, a play, and a plus. Minus and plus, they all pretty much do exactly what you think they do. The minus controls volume down, plus controls volume up. Hold the minus, track backwards. Hold the plus, track forwards. Hold the play button, it turns the earbuds on and off. Press the play button, answer calls, pause music, that sort of thing. I really, 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 really like physical controls. I'm not a fan of touch controls at all. And these physical controls, they worked exactly as they're intended to. I didn't have any issues I didn't have any issues doing anything that I wanted to do when I was pressing them. That makes sense. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get into the audio quality. I'll start off with the codecs. According to Dudios's website, they have SBC, aptX, and aptX HD. Now, SBC is kind of a given. All Bluetooth headsets have SBC. It's the worst codec out of all the codecs. I think it's the earliest too. That's still around anyways. And then you got the aptX and aptX HD. Those are what could probably qualify these technically as high-res headphones. They also have Bluetooth 5.0, which does help quite a bit, and I'll get into that a little bit later. They claim 35 hours, and let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Dudios claims 35 hours of battery life with these, and I honestly think they are spot on with that. I will be completely transparent with you. I lost count right around 20 hours. That's a lot of hours to keep track of. I lost count right around 20 hours, but right around the time that I did lose count, I still had about 50% battery in them. So if I would have been able to keep count, I really don't think I would have had any issue at all getting to the 35 and even passing it. Now there is a caveat with that. I did do quite a bit of my listening to these at under the 50% volume mark. So as you may or may not know, a lot of these companies, most of the companies, when they tell you battery life of their headphones, they test the battery life at 50% volume. So if you go over that 50% volume, or if you spend the majority of your time listening between 50 and 100, which you shouldn't do because these get really loud, but if you do get to that 100, you are going to see less battery life out of these. And it's not just these, it's all Bluetooth headphones. You will see less battery life the higher you go up in volume. Now, there are some companies out there that test their headphones at like 65 or even 70% volume and then give you that number, but the vast majority it's at 50. If I spent the majority of my time listening at 50, I would probably see right around that 35. So that's why I do feel comfortable saying that 35 hours is probably right on the head. If you spend more of your time listening closer to that 100%, you're still going to be over 30 hours. I have absolutely no doubts at all about that. That is huge for these, for me anyways. I hate charging because I always forget, and then I'll go and listen to something and some bitch, I gotta charge my headphones. Anyways, that's too much for you to know. You don't need to know all that. I'll go ahead and get into mic quality too before I get into the sound quality. Now on the Dudios website, I'm reading right from their website here. It says they have a built-in EMC mic with CVC 6.0 noise cancellation technology. Basically what that means is the noise cancellation technology should cancel out any of the background noise, and it should make your voice a little bit clearer. Now, just so you know, that microphone sits right about there, right between that plus and that minus button. So when you have them on, I'll throw this on, that microphone is actually fairly close to your mouth. So theoretically, it should sound really, really good. I won't sway you either way, good, bad, or indifferent. I will include a mic test that I did in this video right now, actually. Just so you know, all I have on, I'm in this exact room. I'm literally in this seat when I'm testing this mic out. And I'm probably sitting about right here, just so you know. So I was sitting back a little bit. But I am literally in this exact same room, in this seat, and testing with, I have a little space heater, about that big or so, just off to the side over there. It's not too far away from me. So just so you know, very quiet room, pretty much exactly what you're hearing right now, just through this microphone and with my space heater going, which my space heater right now is not on. So I'll go ahead and stop. I'll shut up. I'll let you listen to that right now, actually. So there you go. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the mic sample from the Dudios Zeus HD wireless headphones. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick little, I guess, sample of what the mics sound like, what you probably expect the call quality to be. Fairly quiet room. There's not really much going on in here. I do have a small space heater going on in the background, so you may or may not be able to hear that. Outside of that, everything is quiet, so this is pretty much what you could expect in a quiet room. I can't really get outside to test with more background noise, but hopefully this is a good little sample. So there you guys go. That was the mic quality, call quality you could expect or you should expect from these headphones. So let's go ahead and get into the sound quality. Now, the sound quality is either great or good in my eyes, but it's depending on what you listen to and what you like. So I will say right off the bat, these are very, very bass heavy, which is fantastic for someone like me because I am a bass head. But it can be a little bit distracting on certain really bass heavy songs. The bass basically takes over a lot of the mids, especially the low mids. There's not really anything really around it. The bass is very, very strong and it does take over the low mids if you have a bass heavy song. Now, if you're listening to something like Etta James or The Temptations, Aretha Franklin, anything like that, you're gonna get a nice separation of your lows, your mids, and your highs. And I will say the highs are very, very nice. They're not shrill, they're very clear. The bass, the low end, even on the heavy songs, it doesn't take away from the highs too excessively. It does a little bit. Just be aware that if you do find a song that does have some hard-hitting bass, it's gonna punch you in the gut. Which kind of, in a way, it makes me wish that if I did have something bad to say about these, and it's not really bad, it's more of a suggestion, I guess. But if I had something to say about these is maybe on the next go around, maybe include an EQ, a couple different EQ settings. That way, for someone that doesn't like bass or someone that doesn't want bass to infiltrate a song in any kind of way, they could change the EQ settings. I really, really think that at the price, they are a solid, very, very solid set of in-ear neckband earbuds. Almost every single Bluetooth headphones Achilles heel are Apple products, iOS devices. So that's usually where I start when I'm testing out streaming quality, latency anyways, on these Bluetooth headphones. I usually start with iOS device because my Android devices I usually don't have any problems at all. And it's usually the YouTube app on iOS. So what I did was I came up with a scale. And my scale is, I call it the Kung Fu scale. If you've seen my videos, if you watch my videos, you already know what I'm talking about. But it's literally a scale from 1, which is very, very minimal to no latency, and it goes all the way up to Kung Fu, which is that is your scale. So you're either getting no latency or you're getting and these, they actually, surprisingly enough, even with the YouTube app on iOS, they fall very, very close to that 1. They fall so close to that 1 that I didn't really notice any latency at all. And now if you're really, really listening and if you're really paying attention to people's mouths that are moving right now, you can probably hear a little bit of latency or see. I guess you see latency and hear it, both. Anyways, you'll probably pick up on it at least a little bit. But I think with the Bluetooth 5.0, I really, really think that these shine as far as streaming videos go. And obviously, with my Android phones, LG G8 and Note 10 Plus, I didn't have any issues with latency either. But that goes all the way across the board. That goes YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, pretty much anything that you'll stream videos on. You shouldn't have any issues, whether it's on an Apple device or an Android device, which is fantastic because, let's be honest, those are few and far in between. Now, they're getting a little bit better now with the advances in Bluetooth technology, but still, just throwing that out there. I mean, I have the scale for a reason. For someone that is looking for a pair of earbuds that has fantastic battery life, that comes in under $50, you get 35 hours of playtime, you actually get really, really good audio quality. It is a little bass heavy, so just be aware of that. They get very loud all around. These are a fantastic set of neckband earbuds, Bluetooth earbuds. I would suggest you get them for yourself. You get them as gifts. You get them for yourself. I really, really do think that Dudios has a winner with these. I hope I hope people give them a chance, being that they're neckband earbuds. I know that there's not a lot of demand out there for neckband. I know the demand is sitting at the truly wireless market right now, but these earbuds, they're awesome. These are one of my favorite earbuds to listen to right now, and that's saying something because I got a handful. So if I had complaints, I would say I would like them to be USB-C, and I would like there to be some built-in EQs in these. Outside of that, I really don't have much bad to say about them. They're a fantastic set. They're built well. I think they'll hold up to just about anything. I wouldn't hesitate to throw them in a bag just like this, and just throw them in your bag somewhere. Obviously, don't pull on the cord when you pull them out, because I mean, they're not indestructible. But fantastic set, Dudios. You got a killer set of earbuds here. Please remember that the quarantine is temporary, but Wu-Tang is forever. I'm out.